adult class. It is Monday, April 6th. I think it's Monday. Feels like an eternal Sunday. I think we're in week 3 or 4. 3, 4? 4. No.
This is week 4.
Week 4 of online classes. It's crazy. I miss seeing you guys on the mat. Anyway, I hope everybody had a chance to get outside this weekend, enjoy the fresh air. I know I did. We got out, we rode some bikes, we played some lacrosse outside. We took the dogs for a walk in the parkway, and we even took the motorcycle out for a little bit of social distancing. It's kind of nice to get on the bike and you're pretty distant socially. So anyway, hope you guys are all well and healthy and ready to get back to work. Last week we focused mainly on hand strikes and things like that, and then we did a lot of grappling, but we didn't get in any kicking. So this week we're going to be jumping into our curriculum kicks. Before we get started though, guys, make sure you guys warm yourselves up really good. Good warm-ups, good stretches, good push-ups, good crunches, especially if you didn't do too much this weekend. All right, so we're going to start right away with our curriculum kicks. White belts, you guys are working on one of my favorite kicks of all time, and that is the side kick. When we do the side kick, if I'm facing Joshua Lucas here, I'm going to turn my back foot so that my heel points to that target. I'm going to chamber my knee. That means pull my knee into my stomach. I'm going to kick out with my heel. I'm going to re-chamber and bring it back down. So there's 4 main parts of this. 1, turn that foot. That opens your hips up. 2, chamber the knee. Bring the knee all the way into your belly. 3, hit with the heel. 4, re-chamber and put it right back where it starts. Make sure you re-chamber. You don't want to hit this target and push yourself off and be off balance. So again, 1, turn the foot. 2, chamber the knee. 3, hit with the heel, re-chamber and down. If you're not flexible enough to get it up into the midsection, like Joshua Lucas, okay, then we can do those kicks right into the knees. Very effective strike. If Joshua Lucas was an attacker, he grabs onto me, okay, right here, wham, right into the knees. Side kick, super effective self-defense weapon. We can do, if you want to work on these a little bit, we can go over to the railing. You guys can grab the back of a chair or your couch or something like that. Grab the railing or whatever. Turn your back foot. Practice chambering that knee up high. Get the foot the same height as the knee. Kick out. Back and down. Do not warm up, Joshua Lucas.
I just don't bend like this, Sensei.
Turn the back foot, chamber the knee, kick out, back and down. So that's a great way to get loose, get the hips loosened up. I love slow kicking drills. You can do as many sets of those as you want. Then we can do the kicks in the air. From here, remember, turn the back foot, chamber the knee, hit with the heel, re-chamber and down. If we have a partner or a target to practice with, then that's where we want to focus our training. So we're going to do that front leg side kick right here. Turn that back foot, chamber the knee right here, hit with the heel and down. Kia! Kia! Remember, you're not focusing on speed or power, good technique. Come this way a little bit.
Who's Sensei?
Kia! If your focus is on good technique, then speed and power come naturally later. Let's do 20 to 30 reps on our left, 20 to 30 reps on your right. Yellow belts, you guys are working on the front leg round kicks. Yeah, you can pick that up right away.
Who's Sensei?
Stand right there. Front leg round kicks. You're going to turn your back foot just like you turn it for a side kick. But instead of pulling our toes back and hitting with the heel, we're going to point our toes and hit with the instep of the foot. Toes are pointed right there. Turn that back foot, point the knee, smack the target and down. I'm pointing the knee right at the target. It's a quick smack of the leg. I'm not winding up. We'll work on back leg round kicks later this week. So right here, I just pick it up, point the knee. That's it. Turn it. Obviously, these kicks can be done in the air. If you have a target to train on, wonderful. 20 to 30 reps on both sides. Orange belt, spin side kicks. And without me stopping and explaining that you can do this in the air every time, I'm going to demonstrate everything on targets. If you have a target, that's what I want you to use. The resistance is great training. If you don't have a target, don't fret. We do it all in the air, you get conditioning, okay? So, spin side kicks, your orange belts. Turn, look over your shoulder. First thing that comes around is your head. We're hitting with the heel. Ki, and forward and reset. Turn, notice how my feet are pivoting. And hit. Ki, land and reset. Ki, land and reset. Spin side kicks. Green belts, you guys are working on your front leg hook kicks. The hook kick starts just like a side kick. It comes out like a side kick, right next to the target, and then snaps through the target, hitting with the back of the heel. Again, you can use the railing. You can use the railing for almost all our kicks. You can do it for our round kicks. You can do it for this kick. On the round kicks, you point your knee. On the hook kick, just like a side kick out, snap the foot and bring it all the way back through to your butt. So work your hook kicks there. If you have a target, great. If not, in the air, 20 to 30 reps, both sides. Chamber, kia. Chamber, kia. Just like that. Okay, so front leg hook kicks for the green belts. Blue belts, you guys are working your tornado kicks. We're gonna pivot on the ball of the foot. Bring your knee around till it points to the target. Jump and hit. Don't pick your knee up here and jump. Hit that knee all the way around to here. Hit it with the inside edge of the foot. Turn. Kia. One more time. Head comes around first, like all spin kicks. Turn. Kia. Just like that. All right, so now we're moving on. Purple belts. Spin hook kicks. Starts just like a spin side kick. We're going to throw it right next to the target, and then snap it through and bring it back. So we throw it right next to the target, there. Snap and bring it through. Kia! Kia! Okay. Red belts, spin crescent kicks. Your hips need to come all the way around first. The knees can be pointing at the target. The knees bent until we snap it out and let the kick fly through. Head comes around first. Kia! 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 Like so. Brown belts. This week we're on jumping front leg knee strikes. You're going to pick up the back leg like you're doing a jump front kick. And then you're going to jump in the air. Use this leg a lift. Kia! Kia! Like so. All right, black belts. Grab that target.
Sensei.
This one's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging if you don't have anybody to hold for you, but you can still do it in the air. If you do have somebody to hold for you, or better yet, pan over there, Bailey. You have one of our big wave masters at home. Great training tools, all right? Pan back here. I love this kick. I want you guys to get lots and lots of air on this kick. Jumping back leg round kicks. Face that way. Hold it a bit higher there, Joshu. Not that high. Right there. Monday, dude. Okay, so you're going to jump up, turn the hips, smash the target, land right where you started. Yeah! Okay, get up in the air first. Snap those hips around. Yeah! Let's see if you guys can hit your head on the ceiling of the house, okay? All right, 20 to 30 reps, all the kicks. Remember, guys, feel free and feel encouraged to work any and all of your previous belt training. If your kick is the jumping back leg round kick black belts, why not work some regular round kicks? Why not work some side kicks? Why not work all our kicks? Get some conditioning and training. We have a little extra time on our hands these days. All right, everybody take a pause, get your reps in, get a drink. Come on back. Okay, Joshu Lucas.
Who's sensei?
I wanted to talk to these guys about something very important today. That's being humble. Stand over there, Joshu.
Who's sensei?
This is my better side.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretending I have a good side.
Got a little bit more hair over there?
Right here. Okay. So, I want to talk to you guys. Your mat chat, your keyword for today is humble. Being humble. To be humble is to be proud, but quiet. To be humble is to be proud of your accomplishments, proud of the things you do, but not needing to boast or brag about them. We can be humble in our careers. We can be humble in our athletics. We can be humble in our sports. We can be humble about our finances. We can be humble in so many areas of our life. Now, don't get being humble confused with being shy or meek. Shy or meek people try not to let anybody in on their lives. That's not what I'm talking about. You can show confidence. Let the accomplishments you have add to your confidence. But don't let your accomplishments turn into bragging or showing off. because that takes away from what you're doing. So Bruce Lee said, bragging is a fool's form of glory, or bragging is a fool's idea of glory. To brag is to give yourself idols. You want people to be proud of you. I know I have to remind myself, I'm very proud of my kids' accomplishments, especially in lacrosse and martial arts. And there's a part of me that wants to show videos of them to our friends all the time. And my wife even has to say, Rob, be humble, okay? But I'm really proud of them. But she's right. I don't need to show that off. Let their accomplishments speak for themselves, okay? Or in martial arts. You know, one thing you'll find about me is I don't ever walk around and say, I'm a black belt. Like, you know, I'm a black belt shirt. Yeah, my students or my kids I coach call me Sensei Rob because they just know who I am. But we're not walking around bragging about that stuff. Sometimes you see people, they want to constantly post pictures of just their accomplishments or brag about how much money they make or things like that. We want to be humble, proud but quiet. Tim McGraw has a song, Be Humble and Kind. Be Humble and Kind. I love that song. It's a great song. You probably don't know that song. Not his genre of music, okay? Be humble and kind. Be proud of your accomplishments. Let them add to your confidence. Relish in them on your own accord, but don't let them define you by showing them off to everybody else. Be kind to everybody else, okay? And maybe you can help them through their accomplishments. All right, so today we didn't get into self-defenses last week at all. So we're gonna jump right onto the curriculum train here with self-defense number 3. We're gonna run through all the belt levels, make sure if you have a partner, be gentle and controlled with them. If you don't have a partner, you're working with your imaginary friends, right? Okay, and I think a month into quarantine, most of us have imaginary friends by now. If you didn't have an imaginary friend 4 weeks ago, you do now, okay? So
Sensei.
let's start on this side here. We'll move back and forth. Do you have a knife for the full belt training? You wanna get it right away?
Sensei.
While he's doing that, guys, remember to pause the video, okay, so that way you can get your reps in. Upper belts, make sure you're working on your lower belt stuff. If you have 2 stripes or so, you start thinking about alternates for your belt levels. Remember, alternates are when you take your previous belt's curriculum and create your own defense. Take your previous belt's curriculum, create your own defense. And we want to see you start to apply the concepts that you learned here at Leading Edge to what you're doing. All right, so let's try this again. Josh grabs white number 3, it's a 2-hand choke from behind. Protect your face with your right hand. Now this hand is coming out to protect, to stop him from slipping a choke in, okay? Or possibly a punch coming around the side or anything like that. This hand's coming up. My left arm is gonna go straight up. My bicep touches my ear. From here, I'm gonna take my left foot and I'm gonna step between me and Josh. I'm not stepping between his legs. I'm stepping between he and I. I turn and face him, that breaks his grip on me. I wrap over and under his arms, grab his shoulder, pull him off balance, and give him a knee right to the body. Hold on a little tighter. Okay? Protect that face, arm up, step and turn, wrap, grab, pull back, knee strike. And from this side, protect the face, left arm goes straight up, left foot steps between you and your opponent, turn and face the opponent. That twist is what breaks his grip on your neck. Wrap up his arms, grab his shoulder, take him off balance, knee to the body. Okay. Yellow belt number 3 is a crusher scrap. His right to my right or his left to my left. From here, I'm going to pivot, bring my hands to the sky. See how I have this hand vertical. From here, I turn my hand and I grab his wrist. This opens him up very nicely. Front leg round kick, right to the body. Back punch to the head, ki. Watch again. Pivot, fingers to the sky. Turn the hand and extend. Don't unwind. When you do this, we just step right in front of him here. You want to keep him extended away. He can't punch from there. Okay, and he's wide open right here. Round kick, back punch. Little trick to remembering the move. Pretend you have the clues or the moves to the technique. The answer to the technique written on your hand. Look at it. Show it to him. He's sharing is caring, right? Grab, round kick, back punch, ki. Ki. Orange 3. A bear hug. Come on, you get those arms around there. All right. Hit the hands. Kick the knee. Headbutt. Now it looks a little silly. What you're actually doing is you're smashing These knuckles are smashing right into the back of the hand. That hurts, right? Hold on tight, Joshi. That hurts, doesn't it? Hitting there, I'm kicking a knee, I'm headbutting in the face. All those things are going to cause enough pain and discomfort that his arms may open up. And that's all we're looking for, is this opening. My hands come up, I'm looking at my palms again. Because there's the answers to the move. I'm looking at them. Now I'm going to jump to the left, down into a horse stance. Now look, this is a horse stance. My knees are bent, back is straight. For some reason, you guys do this stance. And now, you put yourself in a choke. We don't want to do that. Bend your knees. God gave you knees for a reason. We want to use them. Hit, kick, headbutt. Jump out, elbow, slip underneath the arm. Now we're going to use our forearm to the back of the shoulder. Palm straight to the head, ki. Break, fall flat on that forearm. Good. We don't want to get in a bad habit of landing on that hand like this. We break our wrists. Okay, again. Hit, kick, headbutt. Hands are up. You're not grabbing yet. This hand is going to fall into position, boom, as I step out. Elbow, duck. Leave your leg where it is. My forearm goes in the back of the shoulder, pulling on the arm for leverage. Ki, last time. Hit, kick, headbutt. Elbow, duck. Ki, right, blue belts. I'm sorry, green belts. Green number 3. Go on this side, please. Yeah, I know.
Oh man, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Don't kick my knees out. Okay. Joshu's doing a back leg round kick. Last week we worked on the octagon where circle ends, the line begins. I'm going to step right inside of this kick, block with my right and catch with my left. Watch again. Boom. This foot stays where it is. This leg's going to spin. I'm going to push on his hip. Hit the groin, throw the leg, step up to the head, punching ki. Again. Boom. This one on the hip, this one's catching. This foot stays, this foot spins, push on the hip. Hit, throw, step up and finish. Ki. To see it a little bit more fluid, I'm not going to go fast, but I'm going to go in one motion. Okay? 1, 2. Hit, throw, ki. So you're doing 2 steps. 1 in, 1 spin. Okay, blue. Number 3. So the attacker's going to do a step and stab in the belly. We're not using the octagon in this one. We're actually just shuffling straight back. There are times that we go in angles. Yes, it makes a lot of sense to go here. And we can. Like we do that. Absolutely. But imagine now you're in a crowded place. There's people on your right and people on your left. Nowhere to go. The person tries to stab you in the midsection. You need to be able to concave your body back and stop that stab. Okay? Boom. Doing a downward X lock. My right hand's on top. Maintain your defensive stance. Don't get yourself off balance here because he can drive right through you. Boom. Now this top hand is going to flop down. Thumb goes right to the back of the hand, just like yellow number 2. Left hand is a guide. I'm not grabbing yet with it until I get to here. Now, thumbs are in the back of the hand. I apply pressure just like yellow 2. It's a nice butterfly grip. Kick to the head. Ki. Take the knife. Land where you started. Always take the knife by the handle. Always give your partner a knife by the handle. Don't use anybody's real kitchen knives. Okay, let's get some practice knives or a unsharpened pencil or even a finger knife. Okay? Shuffle back, thumb. It's the guide until we get to here. I want to keep this high. I want to be above his shoulder to give me the leverage as I push on it. Kick, land where it started. Other side, one time.
Sensei.
Shuffle. Thumb, guide, and push. Back leg front kick, ki, take the knife by the handle. All right, put that down. Okay, purple, number 3. It's a double wrist grab from behind. Pivot and grab that wrist. Watch what I'm doing here. I'm pivoting my body and bringing that hand comes up my back and I'm grabbing the wrist. Pivoting and grabbing. Not grabbing the other hand. From here, I'm going to bring my knee up inside and hit down on his arm. There's a nerve that runs right there. I want to hit that nerve. Boom. Get it?
Loosens
Now, if his arm's too high, grab one, and you can't reach that high, all you do is bring your arm down. Oh, and what if he lets go? That's what everybody always says. Well, what if he lets go? Good, that's the whole idea. He already let go for you, now you can do the rest of the move, or you just do an elbow right to the face, right?
Loosens that.
So, break the grip, spin around the back. Now, you want to spin on the side it's being held, that's your pivot point. If I spin on the wrong side, I step here, right into a punch. I spin on this side, snap his arm through, now I'm behind him. Forearm to the back of the shoulder, palm straight to the head, ki again. Pivot and grab, break the grip, around and back, forearm and palm straight ki. Okay? Red number 3. Tacker, back up a little bit.
Loosens that.
Tacker does a step through back punch. We are going to utilize the octagon. We're going at 11 o'clock. It looks a lot like green 1, but instead of just bringing his hand up to protect, I'm going to trap his arm. It's almost like an Olay. I'm catching his arm as it goes through here. Go. Here. Now, in real life, we would snap the arm right there if somebody was really punching me. Okay? I would come through, bang, break that arm. But we're not breaking our partner's arms, especially his mom will really get mad, right? So from here, off balance him. His natural reaction is to push up. I let him push up, and I go with it, and I take the sweep. Ki. Again. Off. Now his natural reaction is to push up. As he's pushing up, grab, and then sweep, follow through. Ki. One more time. Ki. Okay. Brown, 3. Tacker grabs. This is that guy's really threatening you. He might be putting his other hand up to ask for money, to threaten you, to whatever it is, right? This hand's here. This can come up the block or whatever it has to do, but right from here, okay, it's coming up over the arm, right behind the elbow there. Lift it off balance him. Now, can you reach the punch? Not really, right? Now he's off balance. I'm going to step straight back, stopping the throw, punching ki. Now that strike can be an open hand chop, like a knife hand karate chop to the throat. It could be a smack to the face. It could be a hammer fist to the chest. It could be anything, okay? So again, he's here, up, over, under the arm. Step back, chop, punch and ki. All right, last time. You don't want to be here, you don't have the leverage. You don't want to be here, no leverage, okay? Right underneath the elbow, boom. If he's big and strong and you have trouble, grab your own hand. Oh, that made it much easier. Don't step away because that straightens his arm. Step back. Ki. All right. Black belts. You're at Wegmans. You're reaching for the last filet in the butcher's cabinet. And some dude wants that filet and pulls a gun on you. And he's threatening me, right? He wants that filet. He wants to take that steak. Now, first thing I do, somebody has a gun and he wants my steak, I give him the steak, right? He wants my wallet, he gets my wallet. He wants my car, he gets my car. He wants my kids, he gets the kids, okay? Yeah, well, okay, maybe I'll fight back. But maybe, depends on the day. Not if you keep talking back, right?
Loosens that.
Okay, so, but now, this becomes ultimately a threat. And you have to protect yourself. So somebody's got that gun in your face, black belt. Hands go up, just like our blue belt knife defense. Come this way. So what we have to take into consideration here, guys, is where is the rest of the crowd? If there's nobody else around, if you're by yourself, you're in an alley, your options are limitless of how you take this gun from him. But if there's somebody over here, I have to make sure I don't point that weapon at him. If there's somebody on this side of me, I want to make sure I don't point the weapon at him. Okay? So I have to keep that all in consideration. So you're going to have 3 very similar moves here that all kind of end the same way. Right now, we're going to anticipate the crowds on this side. So I want to clear the weapon, okay? I'm clearing the weapon with a pivot of the hips, a smack of the hand, and watch my head and goes the opposite way. From here, the other hand comes in and helps secure. I bend the wrist towards Joshi. Now right here, I'm going to punch it, boom, with the weapon. Now I'm going to hit him with the barrel of the weapon into the chest or face, wherever it goes. And as I draw back, I'm taking the weapon away from him. Watch again and slow. Clearing the weapon. I want to get my head out of the way. Boom. If he drops the weapon, fantastic. Okay, grab it. That's great. If he drops the weapon, they'll say, oh, sir, can you pick that back up so I can do my self-defense move? No, I want him to. If he drops it, great. By the way, any partners that are helping you with the training, notice where Joshua Lucas has his finger. That's called finger discipline. If you ever work with firearms, you never put your finger inside the finger guard. Okay, one, you can accidentally shoot when you don't mean to shoot. And two, okay, if somebody's doing self-defense on you and your finger's in the finger guard, your finger gets ripped off or broken or de-sleeved. Okay? From here, I clear, come in with the other hand. Grip. This isn't a pretty butterfly grip. I'm grabbing a gun in hand. But I want to get his wrist to bend. See how he bends towards me? Now I'm going to thrust and punch into his chest and then pull back away, never letting the barrel turn back towards me. If it goes off, it's going off at him. Okay? Now the crowd's on this side, so now I'm bringing the weapon this way. Clear the weapon. Come underneath. Grab. Look how it's bending his wrist. That hurts, right? Your finger's inside the guard now. It's done. Right here. Punch and take the weapon. Okay? I'm not going to get into firearms defense, but if you see me looking left or right, you're always clearing the room. You're always making sure there's no other threat. Okay? Clear. Boom. Oh, bang. Right to the face right there. And then take the weapon. One more time. Clear away. Grip. Take the weapon. Always be aware of where the barrel is. Imagine there's a laser coming out of the barrel. Make sure you never lasering yourself or any innocent people, okay? Last time. Now you got a crowd, both sides of you. You don't want, well, there's a crowd on both sides and you pick the people that you like the least. No. We have to make sure that we're not aiming this weapon at anybody. So we're gonna safe bet is up. So from here, my hands are here. I bring them down just a little bit. Now, if this threat's at my chest, it's a different defense. If it's at my face, it's a different defense. I mean, so we have to be aware where the gun is. To make everything equal, we're gonna do all 3 attacks the same. We'll change it up throughout the week, okay? Now here, my hands are here. The safe bet is the barrel needs to go up. So that means my head, I go down as I take the barrel up. Bang, here. Punch and take the weapon. Again. He's got the gun in my face. He's probably got his other hand out waiting for something. I don't want any trouble. Bang! Right there. I even have a nice grip on his finger now.
It's definitely gone.
Yep.
On the outside.
Punch with the barrel and out. Last time. Now, if you really want to get creative, have the person say bang when they see you move.
Bang.
You just shot yourself in the face, right? Okay.
Bang.
Or you can even take an airsoft gun. No, don't do that. I'm kidding. Bad idea. Last time.
Bang.
I was going half speed there just to demonstrate. And again, boom, and take the gun. All right. Have some fun with your self-defense training. Lower belts. I know it's tempting to practice the gun defense and stuff. You know what, honestly, if we're in a school, I say stay away from that. You're at home right now and you want to dabble a little bit and play a little bit more, that's fine. Just be careful, be gentle. Don't put the fingers in the finger guard, right?
No.
All right. Last thing we're going to work on with you guys this week. 2 weeks ago, we did a lot of Somali and screamer sticks. We're going to go to single stick defense today, okay? So, single stick is a little bit different than when you have 2. It's half as many, right? It's half as many. The main difference is this, is going to be my stance. Now, typically, when I'm facing an opponent, I like to be left foot forward in my defensive stance. If I have 2 screamer sticks, can I borrow that? I'll have my strongest stance. However, when I have one weapon, I don't want my weapon to be in the back hand. Because when I reach out, the weapon is only as long as my hand. I want the weapon to be an extension of me. So if you see me facing Joshua Lucas, I'm like this, my hand's still out there. As opposed to if I switch my feet, now look, I'm farther away from it, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch. We're gonna put the weapon in our right hand today, and we're gonna have an opposite stance, or opposite, the weapon would be on your left. But let's warm up first. Little warm-up drills. Remember, your grip is gonna be between the pointer finger and thumb. Now, training with a screamer like this comes from a Filipino art called Kali, okay? In Kali though, they like you to hold the weapon at the very bottom. I personally am not a big fan of it. Trust me, I'm not questioning the Filipino masters. They are absolutely amazing, amazing. It's just personal preference. I feel like I need a little bit more control. So I'll give up a little bit of reach to have that extra control. And plus I like to use the backhand here to hook and to punch and to strike with, okay? And I can't really do that as well with my hand at the bottom. Again, your grip is between your pointer finger and thumb, okay? And we'll do some simple wrist rolls here. Now during these rolls, remember, this is not going through your fingers. Now if you don't have an Eskrima stick at home, grab an umbrella, grab a wiffle ball bat, it's great. Grab, just look around your house. Half a pool cue is perfect, things like that you can utilize, all right? Now I let the weapon roll forward, I relax my hand, I let momentum bring it up the back. It's never going through the different fingers, it's not a baton. Okay, just right like this. I can also go backwards with it, and I can go inside and out. Okay, just little wrist rolls, all right? And make sure you can do that with both your right and your left. Not everybody can, but we want to be as close to ambidextrous as we can be as a martial artist, okay? All right, now, from our defensive stance, some basic strikes that we're going to use today, and we're in an opposite stance, as you can see, because I want the weapon in my strong hand. Okay, my other hand's up protecting me, right? Okay, from here, we can strike to the head and come back to the head, okay? Remember, most of our strikes, except when we're using a tip, the butt end of the weapon is going to lead or go first. So we strike, okay, again, strike. The butt end of the weapon leads, strike, and strike. Next two strikes, we're gonna go down to the knees. We're gonna attack the knees. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2. This last one, we're gonna go 1, come up, 2, 3. We're back to the head. Again, 1, following through, hitting the head, and then finishing back to the head, okay? For more advanced students, we might hit, and then rebound and come around, okay? And we'll show you both options, all right? So from our stance here, we're gonna start with a partner. If you have a partner, if not, switch your feet there, Toshi. Okay, if you're not, you're just doing it on the air. If you have a partner, that's great. Just make sure you give your space so you're not accidentally hitting each other, right? So we're about 3 feet away from each other. So the first combination, bring that hand up. It's gonna be 1, 2. Pretty simple. 1, 2. Make sure you're leading with the butt of the weapon. 1, 2. 1, 2. Notice how much I bring it back. The more I bring it around my head, the more power I have as I come up. Okay? 1, 2. Sometimes you're going to be quick though, and you're going to have to hit the guy fast. But if you have the time, 1, 2. Okay? That's your first combination. 1, 2. Our second combination is going to be 1, 2. Come through and back to the knee. Come through and back to the knee. Come through and back to the knee. Okay? Then we can put it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do a few sets of those. Make sure you're getting comfortable with that. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to add on another combination. This one's going to come at the knee, follow back around to the head, and then back to the head. Watch again. Knee, head, back to the head. Boom, that's going to finish him off. Knee, head, back to the head. Boom. Then we can put it all together. We can string it all together. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow through the knee again, up to the head, and finish him. Okay. For more advanced students, like our upper belts, especially the black belts that have practiced the round robin, on that final head strike, when we come out of the knee to the head here, instead of the follow through, we're going to come through, we're going to hit, rebound, and we're going to circle around our head and strike. So it's going to hit, and instead of following through for the strike, it's going to hit, rebound, and come at the opposite side. You're still ending with the same strike coming across, but rotunda, you're just coming around the head to finish it. So again, switch feet there, Joshi. Okay, so on that final one, we can go 1, 2, follow through, finish 3, or 1, hit, you rebound, and circle to the finish, okay? So now we're gonna put it all together, we're gonna do it with the circle, all right? Actually, let's do it once normal and then once with the circle.
Who said that?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, follow through, and finish. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna add the circle for the more advanced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, hit, and finish. Okay? All right, guys, so get some training and get some reps in. Again, if you don't have a partner, it's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit, and finish. Okay? So get your reps in, get your training in. If you have a partner, great. If you don't, just do it in the mirror and in the air. Use whatever you can use around the house to get your training in. All right, so went over a lot of stuff today, guys. We did curriculum kicks. We talked about being humble, proud but quiet. That's your key words for when you're marking your attendance, okay? We talked about our self-defense number 3, encouraging you guys to work on alternates if need be. We also want you guys to work on some Wally, warm yourselves up first, the screaming sticks. Warm yourselves up, get some good training in, mark your attendance. We worked a one-handed combination. Later this week, we're gonna use it in one-handed self-defense. All right, utilizing the octagon and the stick and everything. It's gonna be a good time. Guys, stay healthy, stay strong. I know you're going a little stir crazy. For goodness sake, please respect the stay-at-home orders. Guys, don't go venture into your neighbor's houses. I know you're like, oh, it's just my next door neighbor. You don't know who they've ventured out to see. And that's how this disease keeps spreading. Stay at home, hug your loved ones, and you know what? Fill your time with some training. Right?
Who sensei?
All right, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you for being Lima Strong. We'll see you online tomorrow. Oos.